Oh, are we on? This is always just such the nerve-wracking bit, is like turning on the actual stream. Hello, if I am here and if you are watching, if you can hear me, can you just put a comment to the side just so I know that we're good to go? You need some milk. Hello again. Nice to have you back. And actually, I've just been using my milk because you thought it's a relaxing Sunday live stream. Let's have a cuppa. And this is, I think, on the last live stream, people were asking about mugs that I own and what's my favorite. And I said Toy Story, but this is a very, 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 very close second. And this is a Rogue One mug that I got in Disneyland Paris, I believe. And it is gigantic compared to the size of my head. Look at that. You can get some good tea, some good coffee in that one. So I mean, to be honest, I've got too many refreshments. I've got this here. And then I've also got this juice in case I run out of this. I don't know why, though, because I never end up drinking them during the live streams. Chloe, hello. And a wave. I like that. Have you noticed in the vlogs that I can't wave with this hand? Does anybody else find that? So, like, I can do it with this hand, but then you try and do it that, and it's all over the shop. It's like, look at the difference. It's like this hand doesn't belong to me. If you have milk, you're a legend. It is an amazing mug, isn't it? And actually, I was thinking about later on tonight watching Rogue One. I've been watching 4, 5, and 6 of the Star Warses on the way to work over the past week, and I should really go now and watch 1, 2, and 3, but I feel like I want to just jump to Rogue One. Beverly, yes, I'm having a great Sunday. Thank you. It's a nice, relaxing one, and I'm going to talk to you in a little bit about what I've been doing. It has been a bit of a wedding planning day. Lucina, good evening. Has your badge arrived yet? Because I'm just wondering how long the international sort of post takes, because I have sent off a couple of others, and I believe. Oh, by the way, yeah. So if you don't know, we've got new merch. Our first merch. There's a few videos on the channel. There was a video announcing the merch. Then there's a video about how we made the merch, and it's this button badge, pin back button badge. And if you want to get them, then you can go to our Etsy store and just type in "So Helena and Martyn," and yeah, we can get it delivered to you wherever you are in the world. And it's all to do with, wait for it, Slinky Dog, which is a phrase that I coined in a Disneyland Paris trip. And you were available to pre-order them, but now you can actually order them, and I'll send them as soon as we get the order, because our new batch came. We had 50, we sold out the 50, we got another 50, and now I think we've got about 27 left of the next batch. So if you want one, head over to our Etsy store, and I've actually been working on more designs for other merchandise. So I know a lot of you are asking if we're going to do a shirt in the future. I'd love to do a shirt, and we've actually got a design that we think we could put on a shirt, but they are very expensive to make. I went on to a site and I put in like one of each size, and it was it was quite expensive. So we might have to stay small for the meantime. Karen, you've got your tea. I opted for coffee. You know what? I never used to drink coffee. And then I started working on board the cruise ship, and on board the cruise ship, they had a coffee pot. And one of like the ways that you would socialize with your other colleagues is they'd say, "Do you want a coffee from the coffee pot?" And then you go and have one. So I became addicted in about, when was it? Which contract was it? In 2015, I became addicted to vanilla lattes, but then realized that they weren't very good for you. So I go for a skinny latte now. But I do love vanilla lattes. But it's been a long time since I had one. Oh, great t-shirt. Oh, you've noticed what it is. Space Jam. I always wanted you to know. One of my favorite films, and it's one of Helena's favorite films. And funny story is, I bought this shirt in Primark before I went to see Helena. Before I went to work on the ship and see Helena. And when I got there and I put this shirt on, she was so jealous to the point where she was actually saying, "Can I have it?" And also she was asking me why I didn't buy her one. So I need to look out for another, because yeah, she really does want this t-shirt. Although the only thing about this t-shirt is that it doesn't feature Lola Bunny. It features everybody except Lola. So that is one thing that I am a bit annoyed about this t-shirt. Lola should be in there somewhere. Hello, Sean. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Oh, Bruce Forsyth, loved him. I'm watching all the Star Wars films up until episode 5. Ah, you need some milk. So does that mean you're up to episode 5, or you're only watching up to episode 5? Because surely you're going to watch Return of the Jedi, aren't you? But Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, so number 5 is brilliant. Trust me, if I had the money of my own, I'd buy the badge. That's okay. You don't. That's what I'm. There's no pressure whatsoever to buy a badge. Daniel Pringle. Oh, by the way, the badges. I mean, we'll have them continuously. I'll always just buy another bunch of them if we sell out. So there's no rush. Daniel Pringle. Hello from Sarah, Laura, Will, Lauren, and Dan. All of you are here. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for just giving me the idea. I think it was Sarah giving me the idea to go to the Comic-Con. So I went to and also that vlog's been going down very well. I'm glad that you liked it. And to be honest with you, I nearly gave up on it, because in the vlog I said that I got told to put my camera away a few times. And I sort of lost my confidence and that sort of thing. Well, so there was two incidences that happened. Incidents that happened. And the first one was, so my friend Bobby, as you saw in the vlog, if you've watched it, he was meeting a wrestler, and he said to me, "Can you film me meeting the wrestler?" And I went, "I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed." And but then I thought, well, he's paid for the autograph and stuff, so maybe I can. So maybe I was wrong to try it, but I was filming him meeting Rey Mysterio, and then the bodyguard of this wrestler, who was he was quite bulky. He walked over and just menacingly went, "Don't do that." And so I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I could," and he was like, "No, don't do that." And he made me delete the footage from my camera. And then there was another one where we went in to watch one of the talks, and because the talk was free, I thought maybe I can film a bit of it. And also, like, when the people came out to do the talk at the beginning, people were up with their phones and stuff. So I thought, oh yeah, it's okay. Anyway, I started filming a bit of the talk, and then I got told to put the camera away. So then by this point, I was a bit like, oh, maybe I should just leave it and like enjoy the Comic-Con. But then later on in the day, it was mainly, so in future, if I went to that London Film and Comic-Con, anything upstairs, I wouldn't film. That was where all the celebrities were. I would just film downstairs where all the stalls are. And there was this great Star Wars bit where you could, I mean, it sounds bad. They had like this gun that shot darts out, and you would knock over these porgs that were on like wooden blocks. And if you knocked over 6, you won a prize. And our buddy Ray, he hit one and it was like they were alive. He was like, "No, I shouldn't be doing this." But yeah, I met Laura and Sarah, so that was fantastic. Let me catch up with what people are saying. Lucina, it hasn't, but it's still early. Sometimes our international delivery is really fast and sometimes a bit longer, but I knew that anyway, so no panic. Okay, well, just keep me informed. When I sent one to Ireland, that took a little bit longer as well. So yeah, that's good. Sean Hanlon. Sean is, well, there's going to be a backstory here. Sean is one of my best mates, and you're saying, "Hi, Martyn. Didn't know you did live vids." Haha, I do. You've found me out. So Sean, I have known since Newcastle College. So that's where we met. We were doing the acting course, and actually, the Edinburgh Fringe is currently on, isn't it? So we took a show to the Edinburgh Fringe, and we played a fictional double act called Douglas and Adams. And if you're into your sci-fi, you'll know that that's from Douglas Adams, the creator of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And it was like set in a world where Morecambe Eyes didn't exist, and we performed in Surgeons Hall, and we ran the show for a whole month, and we just had the most amazing time. The Edinburgh Fringe is just fantastic, and well, yeah, every time I'm in Newcastle, I go and see Sean, and we've got ourselves into a bit of a routine where every time we go up, we go to a Chinese buffet, and it just happens. Yeah. So, yeah, Sean, thank you, man. You need some milk. I like how everyone here has a name, and then there's me. You need some milk. You mean that's not your real name? I just thought it was. The Dolly and Jack Adventures. Hello from Sam. My mum, Elaine, said to say thank you so much for the badge. She was super chuffed. Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how grateful me and Helena are for the people that have bought the badges. We couldn't believe it. We made them, and then we thought, well, we might sell a couple. But your love and your support just always overwhelms us and constantly surprises us. And I've said to so many people that we feel so fortunate to have such an amazing group of people around us supporting the channel. So thank you. Why don't you make fridge magnets for your next merchandise? Actually, yeah, I have found a website that does fridge magnets. Yeah, Sean, yeah, could be a good one. It's tricky. It's like, well, what do you go for next? And obviously, we want the badges to be out for a bit before we do the next thing. What would people like the next bit of merchandise to be? I know people have said T-shirts, but again, they're quite pricey at the moment. But what would you like? Would fridge magnets? Would that be something you'd like to see? Oh, you're up to episode 5. That's cool. I'm trying to read how this is it AISM? It's AISM. Absolutely, Lola needs to be on there. Tragic. I know. I don't know why she's not on the shirt. How long till Helena's back? Helena will be back in October, and something very exciting. We've got some things booked. I can tell you about one of them. Don't give away any spoilers. So I've got to take a drink, otherwise I keep picking this up and then putting it down. And I'm out of coasters at the minute because I've got so many drinks next to me. So I am actually using a Christmas one. We've just booked to go back to see Hogwarts. We're going to go back to the Harry Potter Studios in Leavesden, which we love. And that has become a tradition, a bit like going for a Chinese meal every time I see Sean. Every year around Halloween, Christmas time, we go and visit the studios. And last year, we met Jess and Tom. And then we've been watching their vlogs. And they're just a great pair. And they've given us another shout out in their latest video. Check them out. So yeah, we're going to go back, and they've actually put in a lot more stuff. They've put in the Gringotts Bank set. Every year they put in something new, because people are like, well, you've been so many times, why do you need to go again? It's because every year they think about something else to put in. Although I do think the price has gone up since the last time we went. I remember it being like £70 for 2 people, but I think it's gone up now. It's £45 each. But it is incredible. I'm gonna have to do a scroll here. I'm talking too much. Andy and Cheryl, hello. Vintomania, as Obi-Wan said, hello there. I was just stroking my beard like Obi-Wan there when I said it. You need some milk. It isn't your real name. It's a YouTube name. Oh, you've just blown my mind. Brian Lynch, my girlfriend Claire, is obsessed with your Disney vlogs. Thanks for all the tips from Claire. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm getting a bit of Disney blues. We've not been in a little while, but stay tuned. Thank you so much. Yeah, we love creating all of our Disney vlogs, and we know that you love watching them as well from the comments that we've read. And people are like, are you really that happy when you're there? And there's just something about it that it just turns you into a little kid. You forget about everything that's going on. You just immerse yourself in the wonder and the magic. Yeah, we are that happy when we're there. Just an amazing experiences and amazing memories. Beverly, you're saying key rings. You'd like to see key rings. Sean, you're right. The Fringe was an amazing time. I miss you, man, and the Chinese buffet. I've not had a chance yet to go back up to Newcastle to see family and friends, but I always love visiting. And something I love, when I was growing up, I wasn't too keen on the Angel of the North, but now I love it because when I see it, when I'm driving past it, it's like, right, I'm back. The Fringe was just something else. It really was. I was 21, and I don't know how we funded it. We got into I got into debt and stuff, but I worked it off no problem. Like when I came back, you look back sometimes at your younger self and you're like, how did I even do that? Because back then you don't have a little thing in your head going, no, you can't do that because of this. Your brain at that time is just going, I can do this. Yeah, no problem. I'll just find a solution around everything. Got no money? I'll figure it out. If you've ever been to Edinburgh as well, there's a shop, a pie shop, and it's called Pie Maker, and that is where we used to frequent quite often. That like it was cheeseburger and puff pastry. I mean, not the healthiest thing to get, but we did go there a lot after shows. And like they set up beer gardens outside, and because of I can't remember the name of the like the company that we were under the umbrella of, but because we did our show with them, we were able to go and see all the other shows that were under that umbrella of that company, even though they were in different spaces. We were able to go and see their shows for free. So I mean, we saved a load of money there, and we saw some great things. And I've said every year since that I'm going to go back, and I've not been back to the Edinburgh Fringe since 2011. Chloe, have you looked into a PO box yet? I'm excited as I have something to send you and Helena. Yes, I did look into a PO box, and something I realized is that if you're going to go with the Royal Mail, they are very expensive. 6 months was about £150. And for 1 year, I think it was £270. So they're very expensive. I don't know any other ways to get a PO box. Can you go with people or companies that aren't the Royal Mail? If anybody knows that, then let me know in the comments. And that's something, because I'd love to get one. I'd love to have a PO box. Kevin Jones, what about a pen for merchandise? That is something I've actually thought about. Yes. Yeah. And I thought, yeah, I was nearly going to give away what it was there, but I've got to keep stopping myself. Yeah, pens. Yeah, that is something that's on my radar. That's something that I think could be quite good. It's pronounced Ash. No worries. Sorry, Ash, but thank you very much for clearing it up. I always get a bit panicky about about pronouncing names wrong. Andy and Cheryl, CD of Helena doing her covers would be a good thing to do next. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you again for watching Helena do the Lost Things. She said I did have quite a big part in the song because I love Mary Poppins Returns, and when I watched that film and that song came on, I got really emotional because I just started thinking about I lost my nana and my grandma within a year of each other in the same month actually, and they've like impacted on my life quite a lot. So when I heard that song, I immediately started thinking of them, and I said to Helena, I said, "Would you mind if you did that song?" So I hope you liked it. She was more than willing to do it, and there are 2 more covers that Helena has pre-recorded that will be coming out soon. The next one's going to be a non-Disney one. Can't tell you the title, but it's by Sarah Bareilles. I've said too much. Lauren SJ, how's the Camden and Islington guided tours going? So the photos on Instagram. So I have a job over the summer, which is it's me taking people around an old ship. So I've substituted one ship for another. I went from, modern ship to back in the day 1577 till 1580 ship. I'm going into tour guide mode there, giving you all the facts and the figures. A ship that was captained by Sir Francis Drake. And it's been brilliant. One of my friends, Ray, asked me when I came back, he said, do you need anything for over the summer? He had some spaces. And this past week I was doing some guided tours with him, but they were acted tours. We were playing pirates. I mean, playing pirates all day. How can you not? How can you not enjoy that? And there's just moments where I'm like, I'm getting paid for this. This is, but yeah. So it's just over the summer, but it's been fantastic, and everybody there is lovely. And First and Quirky. Oh, I think it's First and Quirky walking tours. This lady came on. It's one of my first tours that I did, and I was a bit nervous because this was a tour guide that I was doing, a tour for. And as she was going around, she was taking photos of me, and she was very kindly, tagged me and then sent me the pictures. So I have some pictures in my oldie clothing. But yeah, I get to act like a pirate. And I love Pirates of the Caribbean, so I just all day I'm like, yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Oh, that Harry Potter studio tour looks amazing. It is incredible. We've documented it a couple of times on the channel. I think the first time we recorded at the Harry Potter studios was for our Vlogmas, which was from a couple of years ago. We haven't done Vlogmas since. We're umming and ahhing about whether we do it this year. I mean, we've stepped up the number of videos that we're doing already anyway, so it might be something that we look into. So yeah, for Vlogmas one year, we did a 2-parter, and then last year we went to Harry Potter Studios and we documented it then. And we just love it. And we're like, we always go, right, we've filmed it before, so we're not going to film as much. And we always find something new to film, and we just can't help it. We're like, look at this. Vintomania. I was about to read it and then it's gone. Make your own coasters then. They should be cheap enough to do. Oh, what? These coasters. Yeah, that's another thing actually on the website that I was looking at that you can do. You can do coasters. That's would people use coasters? We're brainstorming. This is what we're doing. You're all part of the business. Will J. Merchant. Idea. Baseball caps. You wear them all the time. I really want some Beanie and Budge merch also. Yes. 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 I'm so glad that you've picked up on the Beanie and Budge thing. And I'm glad we sort of explained it. And also, if you've not, people get confused. I'll explain it. People get confused when they're watching our videos at times because Helena rarely calls me Martyn. There's many times where Helena will, like in the beginning, she would consciously call me Martyn, but then as we got more relaxed with the vlogging, and it was just like you were with us, she started just calling me by my nickname, which is Beanie. Which I actually love because there's a Muppet called Beanie. I started off as a Moomin. That was my first nickname, and then I moved from a Moomin to Helena. Just went, "You look more like a bean." I don't know how that. She's like, Beanie suits you, and then yeah, since then it's like Beanie. and then I named Helena Budgie. So Beanie and Budge, and then we invented the song Beanie and Budge off on an adventure. Well, yeah, Beanie and Budge sounds like a good idea to me. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and baseball caps, by the way. If anybody knows of any sites where I can get some good, like Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, any good baseball caps, because the ones I've got, they're just getting worn out now because I've only got 2. So I need to add a few more to my collection. So if you know of any websites, any Etsy stores, just put them in the comments, and then I'll head on over and see if I can add to the collection for any future trips. Because yeah, I love baseball caps now. I went through a stage when I was younger of wearing baseball caps, and then I went through a stage of going, oh no, I look a bit weird wearing baseball caps. You know, that voice inside your head comes into you in when you get older. It's like, what do you look like? And then I just started wearing them again when we started going on holiday. And so yeah, I would love to get a few more baseball caps. And yeah, baseball caps, they can be quite pricey as well to create. But yeah, that's another good idea. They're all good ideas, these, and I'm storing them up in the old brain box. My boyfriend. Sorry, I can't talk today. It's because I think I've been doing editing and not really speaking to anybody or anything. So I should have done a warm up. Should have done a vocal warm up. Mini men, mini men, mini men, 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 mini men, mini men, mini men, 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 mini men, mini men, mini men, 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 mini men, mini men, men, men. That's the one we used to do. Ash, my boyfriend, asked me to be his girlfriend in the Great Hall during Halloween with the pumpkins floating on the ceiling. Love the studios. What a place. That is incredible. Good on him. With the witches going around the top of the... Yeah. Oh, no, I'm getting confused now because that's Christmas, isn't it? Oh, no. Do the witches go around something? That's the tree, isn't it? At Christmas. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I have seen it at Halloween as well. It looks amazing. But that's fantastic. Asking you, did he have to make sure you were in the same house as him? Or did that not matter? What house is everyone? Let me know. Have you done Pottermore? I am a Ravenclaw. What we always do as well before we go to the studios is we have a Harry Potter marathon. So we go back to the first film and go all the way through. Although that's going to be quite tricky because Helena gets back, I think, on the 25th of October. And then we go like a few days after. Up all night watching Harry Potter. Chloe, I'm good friends with Chris Rankin, Percy Weasley, and he comes to visit me when he's in Wrexham. Yes, this is amazing. People are telling me some amazing stories about knowing celebrities, and I think I would be a bit in awe. It's like I didn't go to get anybody's autographs or anything at the Comic-Con. Well, because firstly money, but then also I just worry about coming across as a bit of an imbecile. I think I would just be too. I'd just be too giddy and like probably say something daft. I mean, I get nervous going to meet Olaf in Disney. So much so that I couldn't think of anything to say to Olaf, and I was like, "You've got a beautiful singing voice." What would I say? What would I say to somebody? I'd love to meet Chris Rankin. Stolly Days, when is your next Disney trip? I'm sworn to secrecy, but there's going to be one. Helena's going to get so angry at me. I tell you what, I cannot wait to do a live stream with Helena sat next to me. That's going to be so good, so exciting. I can't wait for that to happen, because I just feel like I'm just on my own. I feel bad sometimes when I do videos on my own without Helena, but she's always like, no, do it, go for it, keep the channel going. The Dolly and Jack Adventures. I'm going to DLP for the 5th time in 2 weeks. 5th time in 2 weeks. Have you got an annual pass? That's something that we're looking into. I'm watching, because if we did have one, I think we'd probably be doing the same. I'm watching your Paris vlogs to get in the mood. Your driving in France video was so helpful. That was the first vlog of yours I ever saw, so thank you. I made that. Is this the year? Because I did 2 driving in France videos. The first one, I just made it, and I didn't realize it was going to go down so well. It's had so many views. It's a bit mind-boggling, really. I thought I'll just record this video about what to take driving in France, and yeah, everyone liked it, so that's thrilling. And it's all just stuff that I would want to know. I think because I struggled when I knew that we were going to be driving to France. I couldn't find any videos to tell me what to take or things. The thing I find strange is the one where you've got to take a breathalyzer with you, but if they pull you over and you don't have one, they can't actually penalize you for it. So it's compulsory to have one, but if you don't have one, they can't do anything about it. So that I really find that really strange. But I love doing that drive. Beverly, are you excited for the new Universal Epic Universe theme park opening in Orlando? I received a message from Helena yesterday telling me that there was going to be a new Universal theme park, and I was like, all right, what's going to be in it? And then she said, I don't know, they haven't said anything. So I watched a Tim Tracker video yesterday. Oh no, it was this morning, about things that he thinks might be in it. And if there's going to be a Nintendo area, I'm very excited. I mean, I'm excited about any new things in any of the theme parks. But if there's something to do with Nintendo, and if there's a Mario Kart ride, Mario Kart is I think my favorite game of all time. I used to play it on the N64 with my brother and lose every single time. But if there is a ride, that's based on Mario Kart, I'm all in. And I think is it a reaction to Disney? Because Disney are creating all of these amazing new things like a Galaxy's Edge. Have Universal gone, right, well, we'll need to up our game here. Because competition brings out the best in other companies. Competition really does improve the companies and people, I think. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Lucina, my youngest would love that. She loves pirates and chose to be a pirate rather than a mermaid as sea life in June when we came back to visit my family. She loves a pirate boat trip we have there too. Yeah, I'm obsessed with pirates. I remember I was looking through some of my old schoolwork. Like I kept some of the projects that I worked on, and in primary school we did a whole topic on pirates. And then I remember we went to this museum in Hartlepool in the northeast that had a tall ship, and you could go on the ship and you could walk around. And I was fascinated by it. But there was also this bit where you went into a room and you watched a video about press ganging. And if you don't know what press ganging is, it was a way of the Navy getting you to go on their ships. But you weren't volunteering. They were telling you have to go. And it was this video. So like some guys in a pub, and he was so what they would do is they would drop a coin in the bottom of somebody's glass when you weren't looking. So you'd finish your drink and you'd look down and you'd see the coin and you'd be like, uh-oh, I've just been press ganged into going on a ship. I don't want to go and work on a ship. And in this video, I remember the guy trying to run away. And if you tried to run away, they would chase you down they would knock you out, and the next thing you knew, you'd be on the ship. Thankfully, they don't do that today. I had to do a 5-minute game show in order to get on a ship. But yeah, I love pirates, so it's a pretty cool job. A Beanie and Budge hat. A Beanie and Budge beanie hat. That's hard to say. I'm a Gryffindor. Chloe. Letitia? Is that Letitia Smith? Hello. I'm late to this. What have I missed? You know what? I just ramble on, so I'm not entirely sure what you've missed. Rewind. I I thanked everyone for purchasing the badges, which you can get on Etsy. And yeah, we covered a whole host of other topics. I've talked about Harry Potter, and this is a lazy Sunday, so I'm wearing my Harry Potter Hogwarts slippers as we record this. But no, it's all right. You can catch up. Don't worry, nothing. We haven't solved the world's problems yet. I'm a Ravenclaw too, Lucina. Ash, I'm a Gryffindor, and my boyfriend is a Ravenclaw. Haven't had any problems yet. Well, Helena is a Hufflepuff, so it's Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw at this end, and yeah, we've had no problems. Letitia Smith, can't wait to find out when you go in. No, I can't say. I'm not allowed to say. I'm sweating, by the way, because so last time we did the live stream, I had the light really close, and I've moved it a bit away, but it's like really, it's actually shining on me. So I'm getting a little bit hot and bothered here. I have got the window open, but I didn't decide to put on the fan. How did people cope in the heat last week when it was, I mean, I've been to Asia, and it was, you know, it was, we were looking at sort of those temperatures of just walking around and constantly sweating. How did people cope? Did you have any good tips on how to handle the heat wave, just in case it happens again? I noticed that some people had like wet cloths that they were putting on their heads. Where is Helena? So Helena is, where is Helena today? So Helena's working on a cruise ship. I was working on a cruise ship, and then just decided that that part of my life needed to come to a close. So I left the cruise ship, and Helena's still on there. So Helena's working on there up until October, and then she'll be back, and then we'll be able to do some videos together. But on the channel, Helena and I have been together because we've got backlogged vlogs from when we were both on the ship. The vlog tomorrow at 4:00 for Game of Thrones fans, we were in Dubrovnik. So we go to Dubrovnik and just shoot a lot of footage. So if you're Game of Thrones fans, you'll be able to see some of the places that they filmed the program. Amazing place, Dubrovnik, one of my favorites. Ravenclaw all the way, Rowana, thank you. Sean, so is Helena finishing in October cruising, or has she contracted? Or is she contracted for more? Helena's contract is until February, but Helena will be finishing for a break in October. Letitia, I went to DLP last week and I miss it already. I'm tempted to book another one for next year. Should I do it? Oh no, don't put it on me. This is the problem that I have, or that we have, me and Helena, is that, I mean, I'm sad when we arrive because I'm like, we're closer to coming home, which is a weird thing to to even think of. I'm one of those people. But as soon as that last day starts looming, we're like, when we're going back. So I mean, yeah, we're always looking for the next one. And it's been a little while. It was November the last time we went. But we get our Disney fix by watching other vloggers. So who have I been watching lately? Eleanor Dreaming, Spoonful of Sugar, Crispy S'more, Jess and Tom. It all started with a blog. A few other ones. Brogan, she recently went to California. Prince Charming Dev is in Tokyo Disney. Doesn't make sense. Letitia, you excited for the new Dumbo section in Disneyland Paris? I'm excited for everything in Disneyland Paris. They are they're going to town with totally bringing it up to date and up to speed, which is fantastic. When we first went in 2017, they didn't have Wi-Fi in the parks, so they were a little bit behind on things, but they seem to be really getting everything up to date, which is good. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited about the Marvel area as well. There's going to be a Frozen section as well, I believe. Sophie and Dave. Oh, you always bring a smile to my face, Sophie and Dave. Hello. By the way, I need to come and see Dave in Play That Goes Wrong. So I need to check up on those dates, and I need to come along and see it because I don't want to miss that, Dave. Saw you in the Blues Brothers. I need to see you in a Play That Goes Wrong. Letitia Smith. Yeah, you said it correctly and will do. When will you tell us that you're going to Disneyland Paris? On the day? There's just a few things that there's some reasons why we can't say at the minute. So once those things have been sort of ironed out, then we'll be able to let you know when we are going. But it won't be on the day. We will definitely do some sort of announcement, whether it's me doing an announcement without Helena, I'm not sure. But yeah, we should hopefully be able to tell you very soon what's happening. You're really getting it out of me here. It's like it's like you're all the press and you're just slowly reeling him in so that you'll tell us. I was in Disneyland Paris last week and I was dying. It was over 30. Was it? It was over 30 degrees in Disneyland Paris. We're so used to now going to Disneyland Paris like in the wintertime and having our hot hands, baby. Got those hot hands. It just happens. That just happens whenever I mention them. And our hats and stuff. The first time we went was it July 2017? It might have been June, and it was really hot there. I was wearing shorts and stuff, and yeah, we do want to try and go back in summer as well. Jenna, hello. Not being that hot in Cornwall, was it not? It was not. So it was quite a nice temperature, was it? Need to go to Cornwall. It's a beautiful place, and we've got some friends that are there. We've actually got a friend who in Cornwall. He's a cheese farmer. He was on the other day. He was on Country File, so that was quite nice to see. Letitia, I had wet wipes but ran out, so that was for the hot day. Ooh, hope all is going well for her. What does she do on it? So Helena is a performer. Helena's a singer, dancer, actor. She's a triple threat. She's so talented. If you want to hear her sing, then we've got videos on the channel. There's 2 up at the moment. Think of Me from Phantom of the Opera, and then The Place Where the Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns. So they're on the channel if you want to hear Helena do her thing. Ash, I bought a mini fan from Amazon that everyone uses in Florida. Is that the one that sprays you with water as well? I really fancy getting one of them in the future. Oh, how sad was it this week as well, finding out that the voice of Minnie Mouse had passed away. I was really sad. I think I was on public transport at the time, and I, got very down. But what an amazing talent she had. And I watched a video where she was in a recording session, and somebody that was there said that her daughter adored Minnie Mouse. And so what she did was she rang her up as Minnie Mouse. It was amazing. So yeah, it was very sad. very sad to hear that. But what a legacy she leaves behind, and her voice still going to be used in the parks and stuff. It'll still be there. I have so many of your videos to catch up on. Oops, Letitia. Don't worry, that's all right. That's fine. Take it at your own pace. I think we're over 200 videos now. It's crazy when you think about it. I found our trip went so blooming quickly. Yeah, they do. Trips to Disney just go by so quickly. I find when we go to Orlando, the first week tends to go at a nice pace, and then the second week just flies by. So 3 weeks. Say what? You probably still won't get everything done. Rowana, did you know they have 2 creepy hyenas in It's a Small World in Tokyo Disneyland? Do they? They've got 2 creepy hyenas in the Orlando one. We found that out when we went on board. Hey, that's an idea for a bit of merch, isn't it? Creepy hyena. Yeah, there's 2 over in there. I'd love to go to Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea. It looks immense. California, would love to go to as well. Everywhere, I'd just love to go to all the Disneys. Letitia, oh, thank you. I'll give them all a watch. Yeah, I watch Brogan too. She seems lovely. Yeah, she does. Yeah, we enjoy watching her weekly vlogs, and then the trips she's done to Disney, and they're like really long as well, so you can sit down with a cuppa and watch them like an hour long. My sister would have died if we had no Wi-Fi there. I know. Well, we found it quite a challenge that first time because we'd been to Orlando, and obviously you look up all the wait times and stuff using the Wi-Fi. And then we got there, and I think we had to just use Helena's 3G. But then we didn't realize then the next time when we went, they had Wi-Fi. But it took us once we'd got back from that trip to think, oh, hang on a minute, they didn't have that before. So I think they're starting to implement things that they have in the parks in America, in the parks in France. They're trying to get them all to be similar. Ruby Burke, can you go to Disneyland? Oh, sorry, I've lost you. Can you go to Disneyland Paris in November, please? That's when I'm going. When in November are you going, Ruby? Oh, no, I'm not saying anything. Letitia, the Frozen section. I definitely have to go back. Sean, who's the boss? You or Helena? We share. Well, there is no boss. We do equal amount. We just work as a unit. We sit down, we chat about what videos we want to do, and then Helena says what videos she wants to do. We're like, yeah, cool. Helena films them. I film the ones I want to do, and then they go out. So that's why we love YouTube, because it's just we just can produce anything that we want to produce. It is just an amazing creative outlet that we love. Sophie and Dave, he has his last scheduled show on a Sunday in October. I'll get the dates over to you. Yes, please do, Sophie. Yeah, because I don't want to miss it. I really don't want to miss it. Because I wanted to go ages ago before the ship. So yeah, I don't want to miss that. I loved. Was it your latest vlog where you found how much space you had in the loft? It was that's crazy. You could turn that into something, couldn't you? Letitia, I needed extra clothes. I had to buy 2 t-shirts because I didn't have enough. Oh, what? That was because of the heat. Yeah, go and watch the videos whenever you want. Yeah. We just love all of your support. Thank you so much. Simply Shan, what would you say is the cheapest way to go to Disneyland Paris? I'm hoping to go for my 25th birthday in December, but I'm on a budget. Airbnb for accommodation, I would say. We found that the cheapest way to get there was Eurotunnel, but then that depends if you drive. or if someone is willing to drive for you. Yeah, we found that was the cheapest. But also look on Magic Breaks, because sometimes they have offers. So there was one time where we went to Disneyland Paris, and they had it was like the Eurotunnel was free. It was included in the price of staying in the hotel, and also there was some of the dining packages were included as well. So yeah, check some places like Magic Breaks for any deals. But yeah, I'd say if you're gonna go on a budget, stay out of the park. There are some really close Airbnbs. And if you stay in an Airbnb, you can probably you can take your food, you know, get some cheap food to make in the Airbnb if it's got a kitchen, and you'll save some money there from not dining in the parks, I think. It's a bank holiday here tomorrow, so I have no excuse. Where are you, Letitia? Let me know. It was amazing to find out where some of you are from when I was writing out all of the cards for the badges. So to find out that we've got people who watch in Ireland, people who watch in Wales, of course, people who watch in the United Kingdom, but people who watch in the United States, people who watch in Portugal, people who watch in Turkey. Thank you. It's nice to know whereabouts you are, though, as well, and build up more of a connection. Chloe, have you seen the video of Brian Hull at DLP doing voice impressions of all the Disney characters? Martyn, you will love him. The characters' reactions were amazing. Somebody sent me this video. I think it was my friend Bobby, and I just didn't get around to watching it. So if you can send it to me on Instagram or something, then yeah, I will look into it. Because he was saying that, yeah, the characters go crazy for the impressions. We got stuck in Paris airport, so had an extra day wasted in the airport. Could have gone into the parks. Yeah, the airport I've never never gone by plane before. Oh no, I have. I think when I went in 2002 with my mum and a partner, I think we went we flew there, but I can't remember the airport exactly. But that's a shame, yeah, because your ticket have allowed you in that day to go to the parks. Airports can be fiddly, can't they? I remember when I came back, Corfu Airport, the passengers were warning me about Corfu Airport, and that they're just not ready for the amount of people that go to then fly home, because it's all people from the cruise ship. So there's just loads of people arriving on coaches, and they were saying, "Oh, you'll be waiting outside for 2 hours, you know, and they'll be really hot." And so I was prepared for that, and then I got there and I flew straight through the airport. I went straight through check-in, straight through security, and it's just weird how everybody can have such a different experience. But yeah, they're not my favorite places, airports. Andy and Cheryl, yes, 3 weeks is a must. Well, now you've said it, we've got to. There you go. Ugh. And if Helena asks, I'll just say, well, Andy and Cheryl, they said 3 weeks. That's it. She'll go, what do you mean it's booked? Letitia, book your park tickets with attraction tickets. Yes, yeah, that's another good website. They have offers. My sister was constantly on social media, and I was the one looking up on the app. So yeah, taking photographs, posting on Instagram. Yeah, that's something that I've just started getting into a lot more. If you want to know my Instagram, it's martyn.bell. And Helena's is, I believe it's so Helena. Are you going in November? I can't answer that question. Ruby, I'm going on the 11th of November. Me and my boyfriend would be proper fangirls if we met you in Helena. Oh, thank you very much. If any of you ever see us, well, it's not just in Disneyland Paris. We've managed to bump into people at various places. If you ever see us, then don't hesitate to come on over and say hello. We absolutely love meeting you. It's become such a nice feature is the wrong word, but you know, it's a nice experience to like put faces to the names of the people that watch the videos. And I've just had some amazing chats and experiences. And going to the London and Comic-Con, that was lovely. And the fact that I was able to help out Jemima, who was looking for a Forky Pop vinyl figure, that was great. Oh, that London Film and Comic-Con, I could have left there with hundreds of pop vinyl figures. I had to really stop myself. But also, yeah, just bear, we're just normal. We're just, just normal people. So just come over, say hello. Sean, best way to do it means no arguments. Yeah, like I just find there's no point really being precious about something. If we do something and we're not too keen on it, then we'll just say, well, we won't put it out. But yeah, we work together on it. We have a schedule and stuff that we put out. We sort of Helena does a lot of the cover arts and the descriptions, and then I handle the editing side and the filming side. So like we try and share it. But as Helena's away and doesn't have a lot of time, I've sort of taken over the thumbnails and stuff like that. So hopefully they're okay at the moment. Also, stay in a hotel out of the parks. Is it cheaper staying in DLP hotels? Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. Book Magical Shuttle as well. It's cheap enough. Yeah, you've got some great ideas here. Stayed in Hotel Campanile. I'm probably saying that incorrectly. There's a ship I've got to say on the ship when doing a talk, and it's a Spanish name, and I can't get it. It just sounds Geordie every time I do it, which is what people from Newcastle are called. It's the accent that I have, Geordie accent, but not a strong one I have. What is it? Niesta Señor de la Concepción. Oh, I think I got that wrong. Ireland, yes, you're from Ireland, Cork. I'd love to come to Ireland. I want to go to the Titanic Museum that is in Ireland. Karen Jones, been to see Dave twice in Play That Goes Wrong. Oh my, hilarious! Dave met Chloe and I after both shows, and we got to meet Sophie. Oh, that's lovely. That's so nice, so nice. The first time I met Sophie and Dave was at a fancy dress party. And Dave arrived, and he'd gone very elaborate with his outfit, and it was he was Two-Face from Batman, and so he'd done like the whole of one side of his face, and he was like, "Yeah, I've travelled on the train like this." Although I think partway through the night, he then started peeling it off. Our flight was delayed, then cancelled, so we got booked on a flight for the next day. The flight was in the evening. That flight was then delayed for like 2 hours. No one told us what to do. Oh, that is annoying. The annoying part comes with the lack of communication, doesn't it? If you're not told why there's a delay, then you can get really annoyed. It's like when you get on a train in London, and so you sat there, and 15 minutes goes past, and you should have left 15 minutes ago, and nobody said anything. Yeah, is anybody going to say anything over the tannoy? And then it gets to like half an hour after it should have gone. You still sat on there, and then they just say, right, now this train's cancelled. But why? Why is it cancelled? I should have put my glasses on. I always forget to do this. Three days in the park wasn't enough, needed longer. Yeah, we normally do 4 days, I think. Yeah. Well, I thought, because we went for, I always forget how many days we went for. Did we go for 7 days? Was it 8 days? No. 7 nights, 8 days, I think we did when I proposed to Helena. And people were like, well, will you not get bored being there for that long? No. Well, I could have stayed longer. I really could have. It would be so cool to meet you both, but it probably won't happen. Never say never. You never know where we're going to be, or where we're going to end up, or things just happen by chance, don't they? Do you see Helena much, or is it just when she's back? Well, the idea was that I was going to go out and visit but there's been a few things that unfortunately are going to prevent me from being able to go and see her. But I do see her because we WhatsApp. We do the video chat. So yeah, we see each other. I haven't even talked about the wedding planning stuff that I've been doing today, have I? I'm getting so sidetracked. And we're at an hour already, and I can't let this go any longer than an hour and a half because I have to go and make some food. So today I have been doing some wedding stuff, and it's all to do with our save the dates. So you send the save the dates out to the people who are going to be invited to the wedding so that they book that day off. They have enough time and that they can come to the wedding. So we would do it. What we were doing was, me and Helena's mum, we were printing out labels to stick onto the envelopes. So we had to make sure our guest list was correct, make sure we hadn't missed anybody, make sure we had all the addresses, and then it was trying to figure out how to do the labels by taking all of the names and the addresses off of Excel and bringing them into Word. And it was a bit of trial and error because we did a few printouts and like they would print over the edge of the label, so then you couldn't use them. So yeah, it was a bit fiddly, but we got there. And then it was a case of like sticking all the labels on the envelopes, and then the save the dates that we actually have, which have been designed by Helena's friend, just look incredible. Unfortunately, I can't share it with you at the moment because obviously we don't want people who haven't got them yet to see them, and also we just need to guard the date and stuff. But there might be a way, once we've sent out the save the dates, of letting you see what they looked like. Maybe just blurring out a few of the things, but they're incredible. I love them. But yeah, so that's what I was doing today, and then we need to get sorted with other things. We've booked our taster at the venue, so that's in November. So we get to go and eat all the food. Reese, hey! Hi Martyn, as me and my girlfriend Ruby are going to Disneyland Paris, what restaurants would you recommend going to that's in the parks? Keep up the great videos. We love watching them. Thank you. Sorry, I did burp there. Height of bad manners. We've only done, which restaurants have we done? We've only really done like the ones that are included, like the buffet restaurants. So Billy Bob's. Billy Bob's, which is in Disney Village. And then we've done a Restaurant de Stars. But is Restaurant de Stars still open, or is that closing? Did I read that somewhere? It's been that long since we've been now that I'm forgetting the names of them. I mean, the one that we went to, Chez Remy, that was incredible. That was the best dining experience that we've had in Disneyland Paris. So I'd really recommend that. But you do have to book that in advance. Well, you got to book all the restaurants in advance, but that one in particular, because it can get quite busy. But we would love to do the Pirates of the Caribbean one. I think is it called Captain Jack's? If anybody's been, can you let us know what it was like? And also, because I really want to go to it, but Helena's not too keen on seafood. So anybody out there that's been but didn't get seafood, is there good options for if you don't like seafood? Because I really want to go, because I just think it looks amazing, like sat next to the ride going past, and it looks like you're outside. And also I'm a pirate, so I've got to go to Captain Jack's. The French staff people kept calling it by its old name, which is Kyriad, so I never knew what to call it. Do you watch Gemma Summer? No, I've not heard of that name before, but I can have a look. Sean, Corfu Airport is a disaster. Waited age, so you had a bad experience. Yeah, see what I mean? Like I went straight through, but I know that people have had really bad experiences. Waited ages in long queues outside and inside. Once past security, went straight to board in the plane. Oh wow! So it was like, quick, get on the plane once you got through. Tisha, luckily, this family and some American woman told us to stick with them. No one knew where to go anyway. So it sounded, yeah, you definitely didn't have a very good time, did you? Ash, we're going to DLP in October. So excited for the Halloween shows and merch. I love the merch. I'm all about the merch. I'm excited because I never said something there. Yeah, it's all about the merch. I'm just gonna stop myself. I'm doing like an edit in my head before I speak. Yeah, and the Halloween shows. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to see those. We went last year in November. We went like in the transition period between Halloween and Christmas. So we missed the Halloween shows, but we got to see the Christmas shows. But we would like to see some of the Halloween shows because they like feature the villains, don't they? When's the wedding? So myself and Helena are getting married next year, August of 2020. So it's creeping up on us. Ash, do you think you will vlog your wedding? We've chatted about this. We won't vlog. We've got enough going on. So no, we won't be vlogging, but we're going to be having a videographer. So there'll be somebody there who will be capturing the wedding, but we won't be holding up camera and vlogging the day because we just want to enjoy it, and it would just put a lot of pressure on. And also, there'll be people there that won't want to be, that won't want to be involved in a vlog. So yeah, we're going to have a videographer. So it will be captured. There will be a video, but it won't be like a lengthy wedding video. It'll be a shortened like highlight reel that we're hoping to put up. So yeah, it'll be captured in some way, but we won't be vlogging. Invite your YouTube subscribers. Joking, excited for you both. Yeah, we've got a limited number we're allowed to invite. That's one of the hardest things about a wedding is putting your guest list together and being like, I'm gonna have to take them off, but it's not because I don't want them there. It's just because we haven't got space. Don't worry, Sean, you're on the invite. He's probably panicking. Very exciting, Lucina. Everything feels so close now when the main plans come in. Is that with regards to the wedding or is that with regards to Disney? I'm excited about both things. Sean, at least you've got a certain someone's address for your save the dates now. We've got a friend who tends not to answer his phone or texts. So did you give him a little nudge, Sean? Is that why he ended up sending me it? Because if you did, thank you. Go to McDonald's. Where's that? What it is in Disneyland Paris? It's very expensive. It's one of the more expensive McDonald's I've been to, I think. Cafe Mickey, yeah, that does look cute. Yeah, that'd be something I'd quite like to go. I'd like to go to that medieval place that's in Disney Village. Some people have said that that's nice. Restaurant des Stars is closing, so I did hear that rumor. Oh, are they changing it? Is it going to be like a Marvel themed cafe then? Thanks, Ash, for letting me know that, by the way. Sometimes I hear things and I'm like, are these true or have people just made them up? We didn't do restaurants, we just did quick services. Yeah, that's an idea as well. Yeah. Letitia Smith, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride was broken down when we wanted to go on it. You got stuck on Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, but if you get stuck on Buzz Lightyear, you can just rack up a score. That is unbeatable. Helena hates getting stuck on Buzz Lightyear because I always just keep shooting the same target, and then she's like, "How have you got that many points?" We got stuck on. Oh no, it was in Orlando where we got stuck on the Haunted Mansion, and we were at an angle like that, and it was pitch black in the dark. And then we also got stuck on the Little Mermaid in the Under the Sea. It was just going on and on and on and on and on. But I love that bit. I am nearly giving away my trip. I'm gonna have to go soon because I'm gonna spill the beans. How big's the venue? I think that there's different packages where you can get different amounts of people in it, but obviously with the more people you have there, the the higher the prices and stuff like that. There's a lot of things you have to take into account. Also, like which day you get married, because if you want to get married on a weekend, then the price shoots up. I didn't actually, but I close to? What's what's that word supposed to be, Sean? Was it you were gonna nearly nudge our friend? Or you were close to, but then he sent me it maybe. Have you watched Disney? The film Haunted Mansion? Just ordered it. That's the one with Eddie Murphy in, isn't it? No, I've not seen that, and I would love to watch like sort of the films that people don't think of straight away. There's a film I remember watching, Disney's The Kid, with Bruce Willis. Has anybody seen that? That was one of my favorites when I was younger. I'd love to watch some other ones as well. I didn't realize as well, Splash with Tom Hanks, that was a Disney film. So I need to add that to the collection. Buzz Lightyear, yeah, it can have a long wait, Buzz Lightyear. And I would say as well with Buzz Lightyear, there's no need to get a fast pass for it, because the fast pass doesn't really jump you ahead that far. I think there's better fast passes out there. Let me know what Haunted Mansion is like. Martyn, just so you know, I don't have Instagram, but I managed to find you and Helena on Facebook, so I have messaged you on that to let you know I received the badge. Thank you very much for the kind words. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, Facebook, I don't tend to use Facebook a lot. It's just like, I just log on to Facebook to see if I've got any messages, but that's it really. So if you ever want to try and find me, I wouldn't go on Facebook. I'd go on Twitter, where it's M4RTYNBELL, or you can find me on Instagram, martyn.bell. But yeah, Facebook, I don't really use a lot these days. But yeah, I did get your message, Sean, so thank you. Is yours a weekend then? I can't tell you. I can't give everything away. I think we're planning to do some wedding videos, some wedding planning videos. So I need to wait till Helena's on screen. Thank you for still being here, Sean. That means a lot. The Kids, yeah, it's a good film, isn't it, Ash? I'm trying to think of some of the other ones now as well that you wouldn't necessarily think of, like that are live action films. There are some strange ones, I believe, from like back in the day when they were first sort of starting out, and they've got really weird titles. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I was watching a documentary the other day about some of the films they released before they made it big with animation. 1 hour 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna have to bring it to an end in a few moments, everybody. I need to go and make some food. I haven't watched Haunted Mansion in a long time, but I enjoyed it when I did watch it. Oh, that's good. Messina. Andy and Cheryl. Condor Man with Michael Crawford. I've heard of that film. Can you give me a brief synopsis of what that's about, but without giving it away? Oh, Sean, having a blast. Thank you. Is there anything you want to know, Sean? Sean's a great writer, by the way. He's always got ideas for plays and television shows, and I love when I go back to Newcastle, he tells me about all the ideas. We need to make one. We made like a little mini series of something on YouTube years ago. It was called Foresight, and it was based on the idea of this guy. He had the ability, so someone was going to be in trouble. So like if someone was going to get attacked, or someone, anything like that, somebody was in trouble, someone was in peril, he would see a double of that person, and he would know that he then had to go and find that person and try and stop the thing from happening. He had the foresight. And we recorded 3 episodes, and the only one I still have is the first episode, because I lost the hard drive or something. Enjoy your food. Are you making anything nice? Tuna pasta with some garlic bread. Garlic bread. And I think I want to watch a Disney film. So I'm gonna reel off the Disney films that I have in my collection, and then I want you to let me know which one. Oh, don't apologize, Sean. That's okay. It's all right. Thank you. No, I didn't mind you getting in touch with me on Facebook. It's just that I don't really. So like, if you go on there, just I don't really use it that much. So I don't want you thinking that I'm ignoring you or anything. So I'm reeling off these Disney films. Let me know which one you want me to watch. We got Winnie the Pooh Adventures, Oliver and Company, Beauty and the Beast animated, Aladdin animated, Lion King animated, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, Atlantis, Lilo and Stitch, Tangled, Big Hero 6, Zootropolis, Moana, Mary Poppins Returns, Jungle Book, The Muppets, Enchanted, WALL-E, Inside Out, Coco, Christopher Robin, Ratatouille, Cars, Beauty and the Beast live action, Finding Dory, Rogue One, Star Wars, all of the Star Wars films. Which one should I watch? Quite a few there to remember. Got a few, but there's more. Need more. Has anybody seen The Rocketeer as well? That's a film that I've heard about quite often, but that I've never seen. Christopher Robin. Oh, I love that film. I love Winnie the Pooh. Here's a time for a snack. They say that nothing's impossible, but I do nothing every day. That's an awful impression of Winnie the Pooh. Sorry. There's so many quotes from that film you could pick out. Oliver and Company, what film? Mulan, haven't watched that in a long time. I watched it on the ship with Helena, and I watched it all the way through, and I didn't realise that about an hour in, might have only been half an hour in, Helena fell asleep. So I watched the entire film. And then she was like, I fell asleep, why didn't you turn it off? Oh, you met Winnie the Pooh last week? That's one of our favourite meet and greets. We waited ages to meet Winnie the Pooh. I think, I might watch Mulan again. That's got Eddie Murphy in. But then I did say at the beginning of this I was going to watch Rogue One, Star Wars Story. Speaking of Blu-rays, I need to get this one. I need to get Space Jam. Cars. Well, the thing about Cars is Helena bought me Cars for my birthday. We've both never seen Cars. I know, terrible. So I said I would wait until she gets back before I watched Cars, because I'm going to see all these other films without Helena. But we'll save Cars. Sean, just want to know when you're next up. Thanks for that, Martyn. Scribbling away as I watch you. Foresight was amazing. Shame you don't have all the episodes. I know. I'm gutted that we don't have them. We did. The thing about Foresight was we did this fight scene, and I was really proud of it. We choreographed this fight scene, and we recorded it out the back of a pub that my dad managed. And we didn't back then we were just kids in college, so we didn't ask for permission from anybody. Like we didn't ask for permission from the police or anything to film this. So we started shooting this fight scene, and I was using I'd bought fake blood and stuff. So as the fight went on, and it was raining, so it looked even more brutal. I was adding this fake blood and stuff because I was meant to be getting beaten to a pulp. And on the actual video, you can see in the distance there's this lady walks past with an umbrella, and she stops and she's looking, and then she carries on walking. Well, about 10 minutes later, once we'd finished filming that shot, a policewoman turned up. They'd had reports that somebody was beating up someone else. So always ask permission. Can land you in trouble. Atlantis, neither have I, and fair enough. Aladdin, Toy Story, Lion King. So everyone's voting for different films. How am I supposed to decide? All right, so this is the last call now. I'm going to be going in a few moments. If there's anything that anybody really wants to ask, and if you've got any questions, let me know. If not, then I'm going to get ready to head on off and boil up the pasta and put the names in a hat and then pick one out. Bye-bye. It's been great. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. If anybody's watching and you would like to get one of the So Helena and Martyn Slinky Dog button badges, then just head on over to our Etsy store. They're $2.99. If you're in the UK, postage is £1, so $3.99. And I will send as soon as I receive the order. And I will also write a personalized message on the business card, the backing card for you as well. But we don't just ship out to the UK, we ship out internationally. So yeah, head on over to the So Helena and Martyn Etsy store to get your button badge. Enjoy your chilled evening. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you so much for all of your comments. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to everybody for joining me. We've got a new video tomorrow. That's at 4 o'clock, and it is us walking around Dubrovnik, taking in some of the sights and some of the sets, essentially, of Game of Thrones. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. So long, folks.